Opposition parties brought down the House today. Stephen Harper's minority government defeated on a motion finding the Conservatives in contempt of Parliament. The Prime Minister is expected to visit the Governor-General tomorrow to request dissolution and an election. One well-known politician who won't be running again is the MP for New Brunswick Southwest. Greg Thompson joins me from our Ottawa studios. Mr. Thompson, great to see you. I know this is a day of mixed emotions for you, but before we get to that, tell me about the mood on Parliament Hill today. What's it been like?
Well, it's pretty chaotic, Harry. I mean, it's something that I've seen before, and I think yourself as a journalist, and it always happens at the tail end of I guess, the natural life of a parliament, and especially a minority parliament. So, and I've been through a few of them, as you well know, but same thing in Mr. Mulrooney's era, Mr. Chrétien, Mr. Martin, and so it's not unusual. I mean, we could see this coming. People in a feisty mood. And so the kind of antics that you see playing out today, it's not unusual, although we sometimes pretend it is, but it's basically it's happened in the past, and I've seen this type of mood develop before. I
bet you have. Let's talk about the coming election. What is this election going to be about in your mind? Is it going to be about integrity, or is it going to be about the economy?
Well, the truth is that it's an unnecessary election. As you well know, the vote that occurred here today was an unnecessary vote. It's really forced the issue simply because we are a minority parliament. We're outnumbered in all the committees. We're outnumbered in the House of Commons. And whenever the opposition decides that they're going to force an election, they can do it, and that's what they're doing, because at the end of the day, Canada has the best economic record in the world, and we're doing okay. It's an unnecessary election, but it's going to be forced upon us, and we'll have to wait for the outcome here.
What do you think?
In the hands of the people.
What do you think is going to be uppermost in the minds of voters? What's the mood of voters right now?
Well, the latest polls indicate that they're happy with the government of Canada, and some of what you see playing out here is, what they refer to in Washington inside the Beltway, and here in Ottawa, we often say inside the bubble, but it's procedural within the House of Commons. It's not to say that it's important, but it is. But basically, the government is held hostage to a degree by the opposition that outnumbers us. So here we are. But it's at the end of the day, ordinary Canadians are saying that we're doing a pretty darn good job managing the economy, managing the country, and why an election now? And I think especially with the budget that came down the other day, not being too overly partisan, but it's widely agreed by many think tanks, individuals and groups, organizations, some of them non-profit, some of them out there to just help people. They clearly indicate it's a good budget, and it's good for New Brunswick, it's good for New Brunswickers, and that's basically off the table now as a result of them defeating us on the floor of the House of Commons. It's
off the table, and you're out of the race. You aren't running again. So tell me, Greg Thompson, how hard is it going to be watching this election and not being involved?
Well, I will be involved, Harry, helping our local candidate and others, as I've indicated to Rob Moore and all of our others in New Brunswick and other parts of the country, that if I can be of help, I will be, but I'll focus on helping our candidate back home, and obviously I'm still a member of Parliament till Election Day, so we have plenty of constituency work to do, and that never ends and will not end until election night. So yeah, Greg will stay pretty busy. And,
I bet.
It's going to be a big change in my life. There's no question about it.
19
It's a very
years.
emotional day, and I'm trying to stay off of that part of it.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm going to drag you into it. 19 years as a parliamentarian. What are you proudest of during that career, Mr. Thompson?
Well, there's so many things, Harry. I mean, just being a member of Parliament and being being a member of Parliament in one of the truest democracies on the face of the earth, and being there where decisions are made at the cabinet table and as an individual member of Parliament has just truly been an honor, and representing the people of New Brunswick Southwest. Now, as you well know, we've gone through a number of name changes in our riding, but incredibly good people have placed their confidence in me in 6 out of 7 elections, and I've always been honored to serve and have never lost my love of the business. And as you well know, I mean, I think unfairly politicians sometimes drag themselves down into the mud, if you will. But it's truly an honor to serve. It's an honorable profession, and when I talk about families, when I can come off the rails, Harry, because families pay a tremendous price for their loved ones to serve in this place, and those sacrifices can't be counted in any way, in any. It's just hard. I mean, it's just hard on all members of Parliament, regardless of parties, because they're, the number of birthday parties I've missed of my son, my 2 sons, and my wife, anniversaries. I mean, you're 6 time zones away when your son's having a birthday, or 6 time zones away, and you missed your anniversary. I mean, those are things that you can't bring back. You can't make it right. But I mean, going back home after 19 years, I'm going to do my best to make it right and get on with my life.
Well, I want to congratulate you
be there
on
for my family.
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to congratulate you on a long and distinguished parliamentary career, and I know your constituents will look forward to having you back home. Mr. Thompson, thank you very much for talking to us today. And again,
I just
congratulations.
wanted to mention, Harry.
Yeah.
Okay, Harry. Thank you guys for all you've done. You guys in the media have been good to me over the years, and I appreciate it. You do a good job, and you guys are highly respected on the Hill, all media. So thank you for the work that you people do in all the media.
All right. Take care. Greg Thompson, the MP
Thank you, Harry.
for New Brunswick Southwest.